Hi everyone, it's Amanda here again with another video. So it's my 1 year later mark. I had my surgery on May 18th, 2012, and it's now May 16th, 2013. So exactly 1 year later, and I decided I was going to do a video on what's been happening since my surgery, and some frequently asked questions and also some recommendations. I will link my other YouTube videos below. I have a video on when I decided I was going to start looking into breast reduction surgery. I have a video on my first consult. I have a video on my second and third consults. And then I have a very long video describing the entire reduction surgery from beginning to end, all I could possibly remember. And I will link all those below. So what has life been like since after surgery? The swelling started to go down after about 3 months, and my breasts started to even out. I would say that they went completely normal at about 6 months. I started wearing bras without underwire about 3 months after my surgery, and I started wearing bras with underwire about 6 months after my surgery, maybe even a little later. I was very nervous at first about trying underwire bras, but it's fine as long as you don't wear them too soon after surgery and make sure all your incisions have closed. And I would just wait about 6 or 7 months before trying underwire bras, and if they bother you, I would definitely switch to non-underwire bras. So frequently asked questions. Some of these questions I received on my YouTube channel through my comments, through my messages, or through my Facebook wall. So the first question was, how long did I have to wait to wear regular bras again? I wore a compression bra and sports bra for the first 3 months, and then I switched to no underwire bras after about 3 months, and then I switched to underwire bras after 6 months. Another question was, is it true you lose sensitivity? Now this varies from person to person, and I've found I am a member of 2 breast reduction groups on Facebook. And while reading some of these posts, I see that some people lose sensitivity and some people don't. And it totally depends on you and your body. If you're asking me, yes, I lost sensitivity. The total, let me stand up, underneath of my breast under here is mostly completely numb. My nipples definitely lost sensitivity, but one is more sensitive than the other. So it all depends and it all varies. It was frustrating losing sensitivity, but now I've gotten kind of used to it. But it was very frustrating, especially when you started, having sex again. That was very frustrating. But it happens, and to me, losing the sensitivity wasn't an important factor. It was I needed the surgery for other reasons. Another question was about scarring. Again, this varies from person to person. Some people scar good, some people scar bad, some people get keloids, some people don't. I didn't get any keloids. I still have scars. They were red for about 7 or 8 months, and then after about 7 or 8 months they calmed down, and now they're just white lines. But scars, no matter what, will fade over time. Another question was, how many months later did your breasts even out? It took about a year for them to even out completely, maybe a little less. They look completely different now from when I first took off my bra after surgery. They're more even and they look more natural now. But it takes a little while to see how they're going to look without the swelling and all that stuff. Another question was, after you had the surgery, did your cup size increase or decrease? When I exited surgery and I went to go get measured for the first time, I was about a 32, 34C, depending. After surgery, as my breasts even out, I am now a 32D. At first I thought it was a 34C, but I found that the bras were a little too loose around for me, and now I'm a 32D. I wanted to be a C, but now I'm really happy with my Ds, and I really love them, and I'm glad that I actually have some breasts left and that they're not too small, and I'm really happy. I thought that I would still have pain if I ended up with D breasts, but I don't at all. I don't have any back pain or anything like that. So my cup size did increase a little while after surgery. Another question was, when you're dating someone, when is a good time or place to tell them? This is a very unique question depending on the situation. If you're asking me if I had a boyfriend and I had only been dating him like a month, I probably wouldn't even mention the surgery until we started getting sexually active. I was dating my boyfriend for about, 5 months. So I was dating Sean about 5 months, and he knew that I had wanted the surgery. And so when it happened, he was right there with me when I got the call from the insurance. So he was very happy for me and very supportive. But you have to judge. If you've been with them for a really long time, then obviously you're going to tell them about the process. But when you're dating someone and maybe it's only been 1, 2, 3, 4 months, maybe, depending on your relationship and how close you are, wait. It all depends on your feelings and how you feel about it. But just remember also that it's no one's decision but yours. And I find that on the Facebook group, a lot of girls come back and say that they told practically strangers about the surgery, men, and these strangers, these men, would come back and say, oh, well, why would you do that? I wouldn't definitely go around telling anybody. For example, only my mother, my father, my uncle, who I'm very close with, my boyfriend's mother, and my best friend knew about the surgery. And that's it. I definitely didn't broadcast it. Posting it on YouTube was differently, but if I ran into a stranger, that wasn't one of the first things I mentioned. So I think it's something private, and I think it's something personal, and it should be your own personal decision, but that's just my opinion. Another question was, how is the pain when you wake up? Mine was bad. I'm going to admit that they told me on a scale to 1 to 10 how bad's your pain. I woke up with a 9, and I remember it distinctly. But the pain, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't unbearable. It hurts, but it wasn't unbearable. Afterwards, the pain wasn't that bad either. They were very sore, definitely, for a long time. And but the pain, when you wake up, it's going to be bad, and you can expect that, but it's not unbearable. So another question was, is the ability to nurse compromised by a reduction? The answer is yes. In 99% of cases, you're either going to be able to nurse your baby or you're not. I can't give you my personal experience because I've never been pregnant or nursed or anything like that. But just based on what I've heard, there's always a chance that you might not be able to nurse if you have a reduction. Another question was, what was the average recovery time? I want to say that I started feeling completely myself after about 3 to 4 months, and I started being able to do the stuff that I wanted to again. I was still sore at times, but it's about 3 to 4 months, I would say. When I went to see my doctor after about 3 to 4 months as well, he told me, I could start doing anything I wanted. Another question, interesting question, is when can I shower? I was able to shower as soon as I got home from the hospital if I wanted to, and I did. But it depends on what your doctor uses. For example, I had stitches on the inside of my breasts, and then there was glue around the outside of my incisions. and this glue was waterproof, and it kept the skin together. It was like a super glue or something like that, and it kept the incisions together, and it was waterproof, so I was able to shower right away. But some doctors use like sterilized tape, and that's not waterproof, and I know that you're not, sometimes with the tape you're not able to shower for a week or two. So the fact that my doctor used glue was very easy for me. Showering was difficult because it was the first, as soon as I got home from the hospital, I took a shower, and I was scared to death that my boobs were going to fall off if I didn't have them held in a bra or by my hands. The showering was difficult and an interesting experience, but I was able to shower right away. I didn't bathe for a while, though. I didn't take a bath until about 2 months afterwards. Another question was, is itching normal? I am on that Facebook group, and it always baffles me when I see people say that they're itching like crazy. I never experienced that. I never got the itching. Never. Not intense itching anyway. Like every once in a while, even still, I feel like I'll get an itch on my breast in a place where it's numb, and I can't scratch it because it's numb, and it's like on the inside where I itch. But it was never an intense itching for me, but I know that some girls on the Facebook group experience really intense and annoying itching. Personally, I never experienced that, but that was just me. Another question was, why does my throat hurt after I get out of surgery? That is from the tube down your throat. They're definitely going to put a tube down your throat, no matter what, and the sore throat is completely normal. Normally they give you ice chips or lemon cotton swabs to suck on as soon as you get out of surgery to help with the soreness. But I remember the first time when I got out of one of my first surgeries for my ankle, my throat hurt pretty bad. But when I got the breast reduction after I got out, I didn't really have that much. My throat was very dry, but it wasn't very sore at all. Another question was, why are my ribs sore? I experienced rib soreness, but I know that some people don't. I don't know why that is, but I experienced that I had very sore ribs for a very long time. Anyway, these were some frequently asked questions that I got, and I want to make one more recommendation. Is before you have your surgery, you have to research as much as possible. I decided that I was going to go the book route, and I discovered this book. It's called When Less is More, The Complete Guide for Women Considering Breast Reduction. It's by Bethann Snodgrass, and she's a medical doctor. This is the book. And it's a complete guide on breast reduction. It has everything from determining if surgery is right for you, how to find a good doctor, crucial questions to ask during your consultation, what to expect before, during, and after your surgery, alternatives to surgery. There's something on insurance and insurance coverage and getting the coverage that you deserve. It was a very enlightening book. Everything that I needed to know or experience after surgery was in this book. And sometimes I'm on the Facebook group and I see these questions that I knew about way before surgery happened because of this book. And it's a very good book, and you should definitely read it if you are going in the breast reduction route. And it's a very, very, very useful guide for after your surgery. I know I kept it on my nightstand, and I continued to access this book for a while after surgery. Now it's up on my shelf because I'm fully recovered, but anyway, I want you guys to feel free to continue to comment and post on my wall. I love seeing when people are getting their surgery and that my video helped them or videos helped them. If you are considering breast reduction, in my opinion, go for it, because my life has gotten substantially better. The pain in my back is completely gone. The soreness in the stiffness in my neck that I always experience, it's not completely gone, but it is down dramatically. I no longer have any grooves in my shoulders from my bra straps, and most bras fit me perfectly now. I have yet to try on a 32D bra that doesn't fit me. Now, some of them are more comfortable than others, but I've tried on every single one. The bras that I chose after surgery when I was fully recovered were DKNY bras. They come in black, gray, beige, and lacy, and they're really comfortable for me. They also don't have any padding, and that's really the last thing I need. But if you have any other questions, feel free to comment below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Good luck.